Okay, the first question for the weekly 7 number 34 for Math 7. So it says factor or undistribute. So we need to figure out what number, let me change colors here. What number goes into both of these equally? Well, we could choose 3. We could choose 6. Okay, so I don't care which one you choose, but let's go ahead and choose 6 because it's the greatest number. So we're going to put 6 on the outside. 6 times x gives us 6x, and 6 times what number gives us 30? Well, 5. Okay. So it says how many total cubes will fill the entire box? Well, we know that this layer is a 4 by 2 by 3. So we need to say 4 times 2 times 3. So if we go 4 times 2, and that's 8, 8 times 3, okay, so if you're not sure about that, that's 24, okay, but you could have also thought about it as 4 times 3, which is 12, and then I have two 12s, which is 24 as well. Find the measure of the missing angle. We know that this angle plus this angle plus this angle is going to equal to 180 degrees. So if we're looking at that, we know that if we had two different angles, we need to add them together. So we need to add 124 and 23, and that's going to give us 147. Okay, when I put the 4 and the 3 together, that gets me my 7. When I put the 2 and the 2, that gets me my 4, and the 100 is still there. So now we need to do a subtraction problem, and we need to do that 180 minus 147, and that's going to leave you with 33. So x equals 33. Okay, here we go. This one's just, you can think about it real quickly, and we can get the answer very quickly. So we need to undo. So it says the circumference of the circle is, so they're giving us the answer for the circumference, which is 314, and that equals times pi times diameter, and they want to know what the diameter is. So if we divide this number divided by pi, okay, what's going to end up happening is you have 314 divided by pi, and you're going to end up getting a number that needs to move it 2 decimal places. Okay, so the number that's going to make it move 2 decimal places is 100, because 100 times 3.14 is really just going to take this decimal and move it over, so 314. Okay, so you know your answer is 100. Okay, so simplify. So what we have here is we have multiplication. Okay, so we can do this one of two ways. I think the easiest way to do it is to multiply my two positive numbers. So we have 3 times 3, and that's going to get us our 9. And we have 4 times 5, which is going to get us 20, and we still need to multiply it times a negative 1/7. Okay, so I'm not going to even think about that too much, that negative too much, because I know that my answer is just going to be negative because I have a positive number times a negative number. Okay, so I just know my answer is going to be negative, so I'm not going to overthink it. Now I can just multiply. 9 times 1, well, that's 9. And 20 times 7 is going to be 140. Okay, because 2 times 7 is 14, and I added that 0 back on. That's how I thought about it. Which of the following expressions are equivalent? So this is a negative 5, and we think about this as a positive 12 because I have the opposite of a negative. The opposite of a negative is a positive. So this one's not right. This one would be correct. This one would not be right. This one would be correct. So those two answers would be your answer. Okay, create an expression that represents the measure of angle DCE. DCE. So we need to find what this angle is. or we can find an expression. So we're going to say an expression would be x plus angle DCE is going to equal 180 degrees. Now, I'm not quite sure how she's going to write it. She might write it in there as x plus c is going to equal 180. Okay, so the expression might be written in there. You might get it wrong, but this is basically what it's saying. It's saying I have a straight line right here. And if I have a straight line, this angle plus this angle is going to equal 180 degrees. Well, this angle is x, and this angle is c, so it has to equal 180. See ya. Any questions, hit me up.